This is Tracy the E-Lightened artist, and it's time for a walkie-talkie.
Get it? Let's talk about these e-bikes. So folks ask me all the time, which is my favorite Wallke e-bike? Well, this is the X3 Pro. I really dig it. All the dimensions are just like a regular mountain bike. You hop on here, you're comfortable right off the bat. I did take the rack and the fenders off of it, make it a little bit more sporty. I put the tail light on the back of the seat there. Man, this thing's awesome. You take it off-road or just go for a casual ride, air it down, take it out to the sand, use it as a beach cruiser. It's tight. I really dig it, but it's not my favorite. Then you have the H6 step-through. I really love this bike. It's super great looking. It's got all the bells and whistles of the OG H6, but it's a much more casual ride. It's got softer rear suspension. Obviously, it's much easier to get on and off of. It still goes pretty quick though. It's much better for folks that are a little bit on the short side or not so athletic. I love it. It's super casual. Love hopping on it and just cruising, but it's still not my favorite. This, my friends, is my favorite. The absolute undisputed king of e-bikes. I love this thing. It's untouchable.
You might want to check this out.
Oh, what the? Really? Yep, Wallke did it again. Okay, this just became an all-new H6 Max preview video. Let's check this thing out. Oh man, there's a lot to chew on here. They're actually putting out 3 new versions of the H6, so it's a series. They're all H6s, but it's like 3 different trim packages, kind of like you'd see an automaker do. They all get upgraded brakes from the 2-piston 180mm rotors to the 4-piston 203mm rotors. And they all come with a new 5-amp fast charger and a sweet motorcycle style headlight that comes on automatically for safety. The controls are all new. You still get adjustable brake levers, but all the rest got a total makeover. At first glance, it looks like a lot of this stuff is kind of a downgrade, but on closer inspection, it actually looks a lot sleeker and kind of makes a lot of sense. The throttle and the horn are on the right now, foregoing that old lever with a twist throttle, and BMX style rubber grips. Yes. Now for me, that's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but it's going to be nice because now your left hand is free for signaling instead of having to hold the throttle and be like. They went with the more generic shift setup that you see on most e-bikes. The shifter rides on the top instead of the old 8-speed jaw that rode under the bars. I like the looks of the old one better, but the trigger would actually kind of poke you in the index finger while you ride. So this is just a 7-gear freewheel setup, but most of us leave it in high gear all the time anyway. And on the left is a sleeker rubberized control pad as opposed to the old clunky vertical one. And they moved the power port from the switches to the screen, and it's now a Type-C port. Makes sense. And the displays, of course, are all new. We'll get to that. Back to the gearing real quick. This all looks way sleeker, from this one-piece chainring all the way back to the derailleur. And they put mags on this bike. Are you kidding me? So let's break down these trim levels, starting with the base H6. It's early bird priced at $14.99. Not a bad deal. So I still got the old 750 watt motor and spoke wheels, but the rear battery is a big old 32 amp hour chunk. So yeah, at this price point, you're only getting the rear battery with these bikes, but it's huge, and you can add that second down tube battery anytime you want. And that's going to go for all these bikes, but 32 amp hours is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, my combined batteries on my bike is 35 amp hours, and that's twice what I need. And of course, the capacity goes up with each ascending trim level. Speaking of which, the next step up is pretty significant. That'd be the H6S, early bird priced at $16.99. Now you're getting into the gravy with a 1000-watt motor tucked into some sweet mags. This one comes with a 36 amp hour rear battery, which is bigger than both my batteries on my bike combined. And it shares the same display as the base model, which is all new and really trick. I'm sure it has several display modes and might even have a password lockout. Now on to the star of the show, the H6 Max. Oh boy. So you're still getting the 1000-watt motor, but that rear battery is 40 amp hours. 4.0. So depending on what size tube battery you end up getting, this thing has up to a 60 amp hour capacity. That's like getting up there with Surons. Equally impressive is the display you get with the Max. See that? That's an antenna for the app, GPS navigation, and anti-theft function. Dude. Hey Siri, where's my bike?
I couldn't find anything called bike setup and find my daddy.
Pretend you didn't hear that. We'll talk later. Anyway, yeah, so this app should find your bike for you. Hopefully the app's not glitchy. New apps like this kind of are sometimes. Remains to be seen. Alright, so that's the crux of the thing. They should be shipping here early October. These early bird specials are pretty cool, and they've got some package incentives there. No telling what these are going to be going for during the holidays, so I'd jump on this. I'd give them a text or a call and just nail down exactly which bike's right for you if you have any questions, or shoot me a message and I'll see if I can help you out. But I'm no expert. I'm just a geek like y'all that likes these bikes. Yeah, so if you're into one of these, I'd probably jump on it. The step-through version actually sold out pretty quick. And I'm definitely looking forward to getting my hands on one, so definitely slug that bug if you haven't already. I'll be doing a proper review of this bike as soon as I can, maybe like a Halloween video. So yeah, if you want to check one of these out or buy one, definitely use one of the links in my description. It really helps me out. I appreciate you. So until next time, cheers guys. Oh, I can't wait. And as always, I got to thank Wallke E-Bikes, Tannus Armour, Cafferty Cyclery in downtown Nampa, and Xnito helmets. Guys, I've been wearing this helmet every ride for the past couple of months, and I so dig it. It's my new favorite. They got all kinds of dope styles, so if you want to check them out, I got a link in the description. It'll save you a couple of bucks, and it helps me out too. So until next time, stay lightened. Cheers.
Oh, I'm talking about walkie bikes, I'm talking. So you give me likes, I'm talking. So you'll subscribe to me. Yeah, yeah.